This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, Maine State Police are investigating a death at a beverage store in Waterville. Our Augusta area reporter Corey Bouchard has been there all day and has the latest details. Good evening, Corey. And it looks like we're having some technical issues bringing you that story. We'll try to get Corey back in just a little while. In the meantime, we continue to watch cases unfold in multiple states involving efforts to remove former President Trump from GOP primary ballots. Now, Secretary of State Shanna Bellows says a decision in the Maine case is now expected to be released at some point this evening. President Trump's lawyers had recently called Bellows to recuse herself from the decision-making process. Bellows' office declined to comment on that request. And over the last week, we have been checking in with experts to see what their prognosis is for flu season. And as we all remember a few years ago, holidays and New Year's get-togethers actually ended up triggering some super spreader events in our area. Today, we got a chance to talk to a doctor with Northern Light Primary Care, and her message seems to be one of responsibility with increased vigilance as we navigate our way through the next few months.
For myself and for my own patients, this time of year, it's never a bad idea to put the masks on. It's, with everyone going indoors, mixing patterns being different and the incidence of respiratory disease being elevated, it's a good idea to protect yourself with a mask whenever possible.
Dr. Crane also wants to remind us that it is important to keep your vaccines up to date, and there is a new RSV vaccine out there, so be sure to check with your primary care physician to make sure you're either up to date or to find out how to get the latest vaccines. We're going to try and go back now to Corey Bouchard in Waterville. Corey, can you hear us?
Good evening, Beth. Yes, sorry about those technical difficulties. We are here at Damon's Beverage in Waterville, where earlier this morning we learned that police were investigating a death within the store. The police presence has been steady and consistent all day, with officers from the Maine State Police and Waterville Police Department being present, along with specialty units like the Maine State Police Evidence Response Team and canine units that attempted to get the suspect sent. According to the Maine State Police, they are looking for a suspect in connection with the death. The suspect is a male in his 20s with dark hair and possibly armed. He's driving a black 2010 Ford Taurus with the Maine license plate 4666ZR. Police say if you see the suspect, do not approach and contact either the Maine State Police or the Waterville Police Department. And as you can see behind me, the police presence has died down here. Now, the police are not releasing any information right now about the victim, like their name or identifying information, because they say they're still in the early stages of this investigation. But we're going to continue to follow the story as it develops. But for now, let's send things back to you in the studio, Beth.
All right, Corey, thank you so much. In other news tonight, the Hope House could be closing by next October if a new partner isn't found. PCHC has been running the shelter for nearly 13 years since taking it over from Acadia Hospital back in 2011. The Hope House offers a variety of services, including health care for the homeless, mental health services, and transitional housing. Penobscot Community Healthcare President Lori Dwyer made the announcement, saying the organization is actively looking for a partner while navigating the challenges of finding funding.
We wanted to give ourselves enough of a runway to be able to really have those important conversations and work really hard to identify additional funding sources, because obviously a partner organization is going to have similar challenges to us.
Dwyer says funding has always been an issue, but the need has been growing rapidly. Should the Hope House close, Dwyer says the health care and transitional housing for the homeless will remain operational under PCHC. Dwyer says conversations with potential partners have been going well so far, and she remains optimistic the shelter will continue to be open for the foreseeable future. Upon finding its new partner, PCHC will continue to operate the transitional housing part of the campus, while a new partner would assume the daily operations of the Hope House. Well, with power largely restored, other restoration efforts continue across the state post-storm. Our Matthew Juroncic caught up with the Maine DOT in Milo to learn more.
It's been a little over a week since last Monday's storm tore through Maine and wreaked havoc statewide. And while some communities are getting back to normal, some are still waiting for some of the larger projects to be addressed.
So we're up here on Patty Hill Road up here in Milo, Medford area. We are working on fixing a culvert washout.
According to Sekulich, last Monday's storm rose water levels surrounding Joe Raymond Road high enough to wash out the road entirely.
As the water started to recede, we found that the pavement had settled and that the gravel had undermined underneath the pavement and washed away with the receding water, and it looked like a roller coaster.
Maine DOT and independent contractors worked quickly to tear off the remaining gravel and smooth out the road. Restoration efforts have been progressing slowly, but that doesn't take into account the other hats DOT workers have also had to wear.
Salting roads, using the same trucks to do both jobs, so we got to constantly hook and unhook. Have trucks loaded and stuff ready if stuff freezes up. We try to get out of here with time to get everything ready for possible snow and ice at night.
As DOT efforts like this continue, Sekulich says the hardest thing to deal with isn't water damage, washouts, nor tree damage.
Getting contractors and our partnering contractors, our partnering vendors, getting the equipment necessary, the materials necessary, because this is not the typical time of year that we are looking for those things.
Sekulich says she anticipates Joe Raymond Road to be open as early as next week to the public. In Milo, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Holden Police Department's 25 Days of Kindness is a tradition that has stood the test of time. Today, Chief Eddie Benjamin paid a visit to Rocksteady Boxing, and our Doug Banks has that story.
If you're familiar with Rocksteady Boxing, helping community members fight back against Parkinson's is fighting the good fight, a sentiment shared with Holden PD's 25 Days of Kindness.
3, 2, 1.
On Thursday, the department presented a $1,200 check, along with additional help from an anonymous donor covering a large part of the rent. The money will not only cover rent, but membership fees too, so more people can join the program.
They do such a good job. They're so engaged with the community and they help so many people.
When you give from your heart, like the people in this community do, like the people in this class do, good things come.
Started by late Police Chief Chris Greeley, 25 Days of Kindness has given hope to countless amount of deserving individuals. And Thursday was not the first time Rocksteady Boxing got a helping hand.
The donation that he made for Rocksteady 2 years ago to be able to find a home in Bangor Brewer area, at that point we couldn't find a place that we could afford. It led me to Eddie, and now Eddie's doing the 25 Days of Kindness, and I feel like Chris is just watching, and he's smiling, and he's laughing, and he's saying, go get him, do it. Keep doing these good, kind things.
It's pretty much who we are as a department now. You know, we're so engaged in our community, and we always look for opportunities to help people and to make people's life better.
It only seems right that this program that serves the community is getting something back from the community they serve, not only for the operators, but for the boxers who put the gloves on time and time again.
Now to know that we have another year where the rent here is paid and we just fight the good fight.
In Brewer, Doug Banks, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Just a wonderful thing to see right there. Alrighty, folks, well, let's go ahead and peek outside, get a first check of our forecast, and see what's coming our way weather-wise.
Thank you, Beth. Our first weather is brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest rug cleaning destination for over 70 years. Get ready, guys. More rain is on the way. And we're looking at more light to moderate rain. Nothing heavy in the region. Visibilities, though, a little bit low. 7 miles here in town. The coast, not bad. Rockland is at 10, but the more west you go from town, the worse the visibilities are. Winds, not bad at all. By the coast, though, a little bit more breezy. Machias is looking at a 14-mile-per-hour wind. Rockland is at 13. These are sustained winds. Of course, wind gusts closer to 20 to even 25 miles per hour. Winter weather advisories up north, Dover, Foxcroft, and then north. We're looking at Greenville, Millinocket area. Winter weather advisories until 10 a.m. on Friday. That might get extended a little bit longer. And then, of course, some small craft advisories by the coast. And for those winter weather advisories, possibly even a couple of inches of snow. Overnight tonight, though, mid-30s outside, rain in the region, possibly mixing with some snow. Beth?
All right, not a very pretty overnight coming our way, that's for sure. Well, coming up on ABC 7 News, our David Ledford brings us part 3 of our Year in Review series. We'll have that and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Do you need to replace your windows, but worry that your project will be hard to schedule and too expensive? Then call Renewal by Andersen, the custom replacement window division of Andersen. Our windows are made with an exclusive Fibrex material that's vastly superior to vinyl and backed by the nation's best warranty. Be sure to ask about our 1-year price lock guarantee to secure a price that's good for 1 full year. Call Renewal by Andersen for your free consultation and a money-saving offer. Installation is always included. Call now.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
Dr. Jeff from Bangor Family Chiropractic would like to wish everyone happy holidays. Happy holidays from Maine Collision Center. For all of your collision repair, we help straighten out your life. Happy holidays from First National Bank, Maine's local bank leader.
I'm sorry. I cannot let you in here.
The only thing that should be in a baby crib is a baby. Letting a baby sleep with blankets and toys can be dangerous. Learn how safe sleeping practices can save your baby's life at safesleepforme.org.
George and Heidi use Verizon. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more for their 2 unlimited lines. With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. And with Spectrum, there are no added taxes or hidden fees. Dan and Tina save big, over $1,500 in savings. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
So far, our Year in Review series has brought us the highlights from the first few months of 2023. Well, tonight, our David Ledford takes us through May and June of 2023.
We are remembering some of the stories and events that impacted our area this year. Take a look back with us while we share with you some of the key moments from May and June.
The month of May kicked off with a heartfelt surprise for young Grayson Witham, who Make-A-Wish gifted with a brand new camper following his kidney transplant.
We're really in the business of hope, and we know that giving kids something positive to look forward to can make them feel better.
Former gubernatorial candidate Elliot Cutler pleaded guilty to 4 counts of possession of sexually explicit material of a child under 12 and was ordered to serve 9 months of a 4-year sentence.
I am embarrassed, ashamed, and deeply, deeply sorry.
Belfast residents celebrated the city's 250th anniversary.
Belfast is a totally different community at this time.
Tragedy struck Waterville when a fire at Elm Towers claimed the life of 1 person and sent 3 others to the hospital.
Crews were on nearly every level of this 7-story building.
helping to rescue and assist.
In Alton, 45-year-old Devan Carter was shot by an officer after he allegedly struck his girlfriend with a hammer. Rounding out the month, Bangor police and public health officials came together to create the city's first ever community action team.
It isn't just about knocking on a door and saying, hey, are you in there? Yes, I'm fine. Okay, see you later. Right? It's about talking to somebody. Do you need food? Have you connected with a caseworker?
In June, Sean Faircloth, a man who held many roles in Maine, including senator, city councilor, and legislator for Bangor, stepped down as the executive director of the Together Place peer-run recovery center.
For me, the exciting, fun part was if you could say, oh, here's a policy idea that might work and change people's lives in a positive way.
On June 16th, Maine joined a growing number of states requiring law enforcement officers to carry Narcan at all times while on duty. Meanwhile, Mainers across the state celebrated Pride Month.
There's a lot more support in this state for open love and happiness than a lot of people give it credit for.
And Juneteenth.
This thing called birth, we have no choice. You're born to be who you are by chance.
And Leanne Daigle was sentenced to 6 years in prison for manslaughter in the death of her newborn daughter more than 35 years ago. In Carmel, police seized thousands of marijuana plants in a raid on an illegal growing operation.
This is organizations that are not Maine-based, individuals that are not from Maine, that are not following any of those standards.
And in Dover-Foxcroft, things ended on a sweet note with the return of the annual Whoopie Pie Festival, which drew crowds by the thousands.
Stay tuned throughout the week as we bring you more of this year's top stories. In studio, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Getting into better physical shape is a classic New Year's resolution. Our Grace Blanchard spoke to folks at a local gym to get their thoughts on that matter. And in sports, Bangor girls track and field got to unbox some championship rings today before celebrating a few future Black Bears. That story right after the break.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports Shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the Twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
Dr. Jeff from Bangor Family Chiropractic would like to wish everyone happy holidays. Happy holidays from Maine Collision Center. For all of your collision repair, we help straighten out your life. Happy holidays from First National Bank, Maine's local bank leader.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to start right here in Bangor with the Rams. It was a big day for Bangor girls track and field. The Rams giving out championship rings for their outdoor girls track and field team, who won their third straight state title this past spring despite wind and rain postponing the event. Bangor welcomed members of this year's team as well as seniors from this past spring for the ceremony, and they all say the rings are a great way to memorialize their time as a Ram.
I mean, it's awesome because at least like now I'm just gonna have this to remember it always, and it was just like a really great time of my life, like with all my friends. So it's just like a really awesome way to like commemorate all of that.
It's so special to me, even though I was only there for 2 of them. It feels like I was there for all 6 of them. They're just so much like family, and I will never forget all the memories that I made with them.
Now, the rings are for the Outdoor Track and Field Championship from 2023, but really it has been a long time coming. Coach Alan Mosca says the seniors had been bugging him for years about getting rings, and it was a perfect way to honor a group that won 6 state titles, including indoor, and that's something that took a full team effort to achieve.
Just a lot of dedication. We show up to practice every day. Improvement leads to success, so we show up to practice every day. We're always really positive, and it's just really like the team effort, all in all.
I think it takes a lot of teamwork, and our like pre-meet days where we like all get together as a group, and just like making it feel like family, I think really helps.
And shortly after the ring ceremony, Bangor sending 2 of their own up to Orono to continue their careers with the University of Maine. Seniors Maddie Sear and Callie Tennant both signing their national letters of intent to continue their careers with the Black Bears. They are both excited to stay close to Bangor and represent their home state.
I mean, it means a lot. I never thought I would ever get the chance to be able to do that. So I mean, I'm very excited and grateful that I have this opportunity.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be able to represent my state and have the opportunity to run more for myself and not be too worried about what my times look like for college.
For Callie, she was a little stuck between soccer and track until her sophomore year when she found out Maine had interest, and that changed everything. Her grandfather ran track at Maine, and her dad played football there too, so pretty special for her. And it was more of the same for Maddie. After her visit to Orono and meeting with the team this past fall, she knew becoming a Black Bear was the best choice for her.
I mean, I had a visit with Maine, and I never thought I would be able to have the opportunity to go and compete at this level, but during the visit and seeing the campus in a different way other than just sporting events and just kind of being up in the campus, I realized that I thought Maine was the right fit.
The coaching staff is incredible. I mean, just meeting them, I could tell that they really cared about me and everything that I had to put forth for the team, and I also know a lot of my former teammates that go there and really enjoy it, so I was so excited to hear that I would get the opportunity to run there.
All right, wishing them both the best of luck as they continue their careers. That is all the time we have for sports, though. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you, Tyler. Today's weather is brought to you by Fire Farms. Fire Farms is Belfast's #1 dispensary, offering a great selection of pipes, water pipes, CBD products, and much more. And look at this, guys. Weather-wise, though, we are wet once again. Big low-pressure system in the region, not only in the northeast, but the Midwest is still dealing with some snow in central Illinois, and then some rain into, of course, southern Wisconsin. Little weird turn of events, right? Some rain up north into Wisconsin and then snow into Illinois. But with the wraparound, we are looking at some warmer temperatures working their way into Wisconsin. For our area, same story, a little bit warmer air, and of course, no snow. It is rain for now. Overnight tonight, though, we will see a little bit of a wintry mix, especially the more north you go from Bangor. And then by tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow night, we are possibly looking at some sleet, some snow, some rain, and of course, some freezing rain mixing on in. So we're going to get a whole kitchen sink, a mess of precipitation the next couple of days, Friday, and then once again into Saturday. Get ready for this, guys, and please stay safe and be careful, especially tomorrow and then into the day on Saturday. So overnight tonight, though, mainly rain, wintry mix, north of Bangor, possibly Millinocket area, Greenville, looking at a wintry mix overnight tonight. Then tomorrow, we're going to see that cooler air start to work its way into the region. And then tomorrow evening into the overnight hours, we are looking at that rain and snow mix. And then more of that snow taking over the state. More of that rain actually right by the coast. But here in town, we are looking at rain and snow overnight on Friday. And then throughout the day on Saturday once again. Now, rainfall-wise, though, liquid equivalent rain. Possibly around an inch of rain here in town. So a big low-pressure system in the area. And still a lot of moisture to come. And for us, maybe an inch of snow on the back end, maybe 2 inches. We'll keep an eye on things, but the more north you go into Millinocket, Greenville area, the more snow you're going to get. Maybe even around 3 inches of snow before all said and done by Sunday. Temperatures earlier today, mild once again, 41 degrees in town. Low 40s right by the coast, and then even up north into Millinocket area, low 40s were in the area. Our average high, though, is in the lower 30s, 31 degrees. That's our average high. Look at this. We're going to stay above average the next several days, up until Monday near average, and then right back up by middle of next week. And then that's after that. That's when that cold air will work its way back. For tonight, whole kitchen sink mess. Mid-30s outside, mainly rain, though, here in town. For tomorrow, rain and snow once again, more of that wintry mix. Temperatures back in those mid-30s with a light breeze. Our extended forecast outlook does show that rain and snow in the area by Saturday once again, and then we clear up by New Year's Eve by Sunday. Beth?
Alrighty, Conrad, thank you so much. And there is still more to come, folks. Keep it right here.
Do you want to improve or upgrade your home? Well, At Home Furniture, Appliance, and Bedding in Lincoln and Dover Foxcroft has got you covered. We pride ourselves in the relationships we build with every customer, from commercial businesses to homeowners. We have some of the best prices on the best brands of appliances, furniture, and mattresses, and we even offer full kitchen and bath remodels with a designer and installers on staff. So stop in today and check us out at one of our locations and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Football fans, with the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can be in the game all the time. Seeking instant action? Quick Picks offers you the most popular games and markets, already built for you and ready to bet. Experience the thrill when you stack your bets to create a super parlay. Build bets for your favorite teams and players across multiple games. This season, don't just watch the game. Download Caesars Sportsbook and experience the game like never before.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
The best value for your money is only at the Furniture Gallery. And as the end of year approaches, it's time for our end of year blowout sale, where you can save up to 70% off brand name mattresses and furniture. At the Furniture Gallery, we're slashing prices like never before. Quantities are limited and they won't last long, so hurry in and save big. You won't see these savings again, so don't miss your chance to purchase those special items you've been looking for all year. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
With the University of Maine system education, graduates are soaring to new heights in careers that improve all of our lives. UMS graduates are working in our woods, preserving these giants for future generations, providing life-saving care to our most fragile, and shaping policy to advance democracy for all of us. The University of Maine system, setting students on the path to success.
I'll tell you exactly why Drew was sent to Penville.
This is gonna tear the whole family apart. If anyone tells Sonny, it should be me.
You have a right to know what's going on.
General Hospital on ABC.
As the new year is fast approaching, many are beginning to ponder their New Year's resolutions. Our Grace Blanchard spoke with gym goers about why fitness is so often at the top of people's lists.
Typically, January is our busiest month, so there will be an increase in members.
It's that time of year where finding the motivation to not put that gym membership to waste often lands at the top of many people's New Year's resolutions.
If I can get in here 30 minutes every couple of days, I think that that's kind of my consistent goal, and hopefully that will pan out.
Some physical trainers say it's easy to make a fitness goal, but committing to them the rest of the year can often be the greatest challenge.
If you're trying to make resolutions this year and you're intimidated by the fitness goals, you could start small by just increasing your physical activity from last year, whether that's just walking more on the treadmill, increasing your steps, maybe lifting a little bit of weights.
And fitness resolutions don't have to be just about weights and treadmills. They can be about exploring new fitness avenues.
Racquetball day, second time this week. I mean, it shouldn't be a New Year's resolution. It should be 365 days a year. You've got to keep at it because it's so easy to lose it.
And an important message for those who maybe don't know where to start.
Set yourself a realistic goal. Don't ever feel like you're not going to achieve what you want to do because you just got to stay motivated.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Definitely something to think about there. Start small, set realistic goals, and then just be diligent with them. Alrighty, folks, so that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC7 News. Take care and have a great rest of your night. We hope to see you right back here at 11. Good night, everybody.